So it's August 2026, and if you're paying any attention at all to the financial world right now, you're probably feeling a very specific, kind of intense anxiety. You're watching massive tech companies literally pouring hundreds of billions of dollars into AI. You're seeing headlines about algorithms executing these incredibly complex trades in mere milliseconds. And honestly, you're likely asking yourself the exact same question I am. AI is changing how people invest, but did I already miss the boat? Am I too late? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to look directly at the reality of AI in finance and figure out if we're all already too late to the party.
Okay, let's dive into this, because we really need to separate two completely different types of FOMO, that fear of missing out. The first is the anxiety of missing out on investing in AI stocks, wishing you had just bought into the major tech players a couple of years ago. But the second, and I'd argue the far more important fear, is falling behind on using AI wealth tools to manage your own money. The real wealth boom we're seeing isn't just about what you buy anymore, it's entirely about the tools you use to build and protect your portfolio.
So here is the roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll cover the new wealth management. Second, choosing the right tools. Third, are we in a bubble? Fourth, the trust and ethics gap. Fifth, developing human AI competency. And finally, are you too late? All right, part one, the new wealth management. We are officially moving from static spreadsheets to dynamic automation.
For decades, managing your money basically meant staring in the rearview mirror at static bank statements, right? But the whole paradigm has shifted to predicting the future. And why does this matter? Well, according to some fascinating research from the CFA Institute, a heavy investment in AI correlates with a 22.3% boost in market value over an 8-year period. That is a massive leap. Institutions are using it because it drives incredible efficiency and growth. And the best part? That exact same power is now being democratized for everyday investors like us.
To really understand how this democratization works, let's look under the hood at a brilliant architecture outlined by Vigavid Technology. It's kind of like a 4-step engine. Step 1 is data aggregation, using open banking to connect all your accounts into one massive live data lake. Step 2 uses natural language processing to categorize your transactions with just stunning accuracy. Step 3 is predictive analytics, literally forecasting your cash flow up to 90 days out. And finally, the really cool part, autonomous execution. The system actually acts on those predictions. It's automatically sweeping idle pennies into high-yield accounts or selling losing assets to offset your taxes, what the pros call tax loss harvesting.
And this brings us to a huge evolution in the space, agentic AI. We're talking about autonomous systems designed to execute entire financial workflows independently. So, say you have a streaming subscription you haven't watched in 45 days. In the past, a tracker might just highlight it on a spreadsheet for you to ignore. But your agentic AI, it asks if you want to cancel, contacts the provider, cancels the whole shebang, and then routes that $25 a month straight into an index fund. It totally removes human procrastination and emotional bias from the equation.
Which brings us to part 2, choosing the right tools. And honestly, we really need to talk about the danger of general chatbots.
Because if you pick the wrong tool here, the results can be absolutely disastrous. Research from OpenBook found that general chatbots have hallucinated financial information at rates up to 91% in some tests. 91%. When you're making critical investment decisions, a tool that confidently just fabricates a company's dividend yield, well, actually, scratch that. It's not even a God research assistant at that point. It is a massive financial liability.
The core issue here is the fundamental difference between general chatbots and purpose-built AI. General tools like ChatGPT and Gemini, they're trained to generate plausible-sounding text. They don't actually have live market data. On the flip side, purpose-built AI, platforms like Danelfin or Trade Ideas, they run on proprietary financial algorithms, quantitative factor models, and verified live data feeds. As OpenBook rightly points out, you can totally use general chatbots as a thinking partner to explain complex concepts, but you absolutely must rely on purpose-built quantitative platforms for actual data and actionable investment analysis.
All right, moving on to part 3. Are we in a bubble? The macro market debate.
To really grasp the macro environment right now, we have to neutrally look at both sides of the coin. Presenting the antithesis, we have Akhil Patel, a recognized expert in market cycles featured by data science talent. And he offers a pretty dire warning. He states that pricing and fundamentals have completely decoupled. He argues that spending hundreds of billions on training these massive AI models requires a much greater guarantee of returns than we are currently seeing. And because of the deep circular contracts among the major tech players, Patel predicts this AI investment bubble is going to burst within 12 to 18 months, causing a huge systemic domino effect.
But presenting the thesis, we have a very different perspective from Generate. Their view is that the market isn't popping at all. It's just maturing. Investors are no longer blindly throwing money at companies just for uttering the words artificial intelligence on an earnings call. The blind hype phase is over, and we are entering the execution phase. The market is becoming highly selective, basically demanding actual proof that these massive big tech investments are translating into stronger earnings and real competitive advantages.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're talking about. Look at the cloud growth data for Q2 2026. Microsoft Azure grew by a staggering 43%, pushing their annual cloud revenue over $100 billion. Amazon AWS grew by 37%. When companies actually prove that their AI infrastructure drives real-world revenue, the market heavily rewards them, adding hundreds of billions in market value almost overnight. So it's not about the market punishing AI, it's about the market punishing a lack of capital discipline.
So let's ground this a bit. Part 4, the trust and ethics gap, grounding the hype.
Whether you're a casual investor using retail apps or an institutional trader, there are very real regulatory hurdles facing autonomous AI right now. Both the CFA Institute and Hebbia have outlined some severe risks we need to watch out for. Regulators like FINRA are now demanding strict audit trails. They require explainability. This means the era of black box strategies, where an AI just says, buy this without giving a transparent logical reason, that era is over. We also have to face the dangers of algorithmic bias skewing market predictions, massive data privacy vulnerabilities, and the very real danger of users just completely losing their own financial literacy because they over-rely on automated tech.
Which segues perfectly into Part 5, developing human AI competency, the psychology behind algorithmic trust.
So how do we actually interact safely with these incredibly powerful tools? Well, academics recently validated something called the stimulus organism response, or SOR model, specifically in AI trading. It's fascinating. The data shows that the stimulus, which is your usage of AI tools mixed with everyday financial uncertainty, creates an organism state, which they define as perceived algorithmic trust. And once you inherently trust the algorithm, it leads to the response, engaging in disciplined, sustainable investing behaviors that help you just ignore all that short-term market panic.
But there is a totally crucial moderator in the psychological model, human-AI interaction competency. Basically, this is your cognitive ability to evaluate and properly utilize AI insights, rather than just blindly doing whatever the computer tells you to do. The research proves that a user's competency is the vital bridge here. It is what actually turns algorithmic trust into true financial resilience. It's not just about having access to the fancy tool. It's entirely about having the skill to safely wield that tool.
Finally, Part 6, Are You Too Late? Time for the final verdict.
Let's bring everything we've talked about together. The short answer to our big question? No. You are absolutely not too late, provided you focus on building your competency rather than just blindly chasing market hype. Check this out. According to Hebbia's 2026 report, while a staggering 93% of finance professionals are currently evaluating AI, only 25% are fully integrated. Think about that. That 68% gap, that is where the edge lives. The true advantage belongs to those who take the time today to learn and deploy purpose-built agentic AI tools into their own daily workflows.
Look, the AI revolution in personal and institutional finance is for sure not a bubble that's just passing you by. It is a permanent, fundamental shift in how money is managed globally. The tools to automate your micro-savings, seamlessly harvest tax losses, and analyze incredibly complex market data, they're available to you right now. So the real question you have to answer isn't if you're too late. The question is, will you build the competency to let AI autonomously build your wealth and step up to be the final human safeguard? Something to think about as you review your own portfolio today.